Where we are standing now is what we call Karabyo Spreading Center. But this town also has no water. These are the areas that we need, that needs extension. And when you look the down part of it, the neighbor villages also have no water. They also cry. They need some support. So maybe if we can get some good fund, we shall be able to extend our water to the neighbor village and such centers that need water. Where we are standing now, this is another line. It's what we call the Nyamalikuku tap. You can see the jerrycans, people are collecting water. So I think our system is working. So it also has the water meter, as you can see. All these are meters which are helping me to monitor the guys who are helping me to sell the water. Because it becomes very automatic. I just calculate how many units you have sold, and then we can go on by that. When they are fetching, like as we can see, we're here at the tap, but some people are coming to fetch slowly. We are coming to get some water. This tap is almost serving over 6 villages in the neighborhood. I think if we had another reserve tank, we would be able that we can serve the next villages, because people are still moving a long distance coming to this tap. But since we have one reserve tank, we are not able to extend the system downwards. We need to have another reserve tank that can supply other villages minus these taps. I think that could be the way forward. So you can see people are still coming by bikes, coming to get water. It's an indication that we are still moving long distance coming towards the tap. But the best and the way forward to help them is to first have another reserve tank that can support the neighbors' villages. Yeah, there. Where we are standing now, we are on the manhole, the start point of Nyamalikuku main line. Here there is a control valve. This control valve takes water to Nyamalikuku tap, which we call the Nyamalikuku main line. You can even see it, it's there, but it's leaking. This is just because they are old, they need rehabilitation. Now, the factor of the grasses, this is just the community who are coming there. They can put some grasses just because it's not closed. The strategy here is like all these manholes need to be renovated. This manhole is just closer in town. The main line to Nyamalikuku tap is just within the town. As we can see in the video, we are just within the town. That's done. We are now from lunch and we are now back on the main lines. We are still in the Kabole system main line. We are back to the junction that is taking water to Kolonkoire Trading Center. We are now going to follow the main line up the Kolonkoire Trading Center. We are now moving along the Kolonkoire main line. It's a subline of the Kabole main line. You can see even the trend is still new because we made it recently, its extension. So where we are standing is the midline. Tap where we are standing now, I'm standing on the T that is giving Katum tap. Katum tap is a tap that's located on the Kolonkoire main line. That is That is still the sublines from the Kabobole tank. As you can see, this is the tap. This tap still has a meter, though it has no box. This meter, we use it to monitor our cells. It keeps us. Now, he's called Kampare Cosmos. He's the one who helps us in selling the water. And this is the tap in. We don't give them commission. We pay him salary, monthly salary, because he helps us. His work is to sell the water. We are now in Nyachumbu. This is Nyachumbu. It's Nyachumbu Free Village. So we are heading from here to now the Kolonkoide Trading Center tap. On this line, we have only 2 taps. The Khartoum tap and the Kolonkoide Trading Center tap. Yeah, currently where we are standing, this is Kolonkoide Trading Center tap. I think it's the most congested tap. The problem we have, this tap has a lot of villages that are coming here to collect water. As the situation that we've been finding, we can help other villages here. Maybe if we can build up another tank, because we may not extend one tank to other extra villages. And this guy is called Alan. He's a school dropout. We can see a way forward how we can help him with as a company. He's the one helping us how to sell water. We pay him a monthly salary. You can view the town and all people around us, the people who came to collect water from our tap. Yes? Yes. On this tap, I did put on the extra, this portable pipe. It's helping this Alan who's selling the tap to make sure he can feed or he can fetch more jerrycan as he can. It also eases his work, because when this one is full, he puts in the next. Because this tap all the time he gets a lot of jerrycans. Man. Steady. I think where we are standing, we are now in a water crisis village. The neighborhoods, we have around more 8 villages which need taps. But the only way we can help them is to have a new tank, such that our stream can feed another tank, and that tank supplies water, safe drinking water, to another more 8 villages that need water. That's why you see here a lot of congestion of jerrycans. These people are coming from more extra villages. So I think we need something that we can do. We as a company, Kaha company and Chamyon Action for Rural Community Development, we are requesting the NGOs from outside world, the international NGOs, to come and help us so that we can also help the needy poor community in Nyachumbu sub-county.
I
think we are here, the community is very happy. She's saying she appreciates the work we have done, and she also requests that we can extend the water more because they are still congested. But the community is just very happy here. You call, you say you call Augustine Mumbeha. He's saying he's called Augustine Mumbeha. He has just got water a long way stream. It's the stream we call Chanzi, but it's a long way journey stream. This is one of the areas that where we feel we can extend water from. For example, we are now from the Kolonkoide Trading Center, but we are looking at areas where we can extend the gravity system. But you can see this is a long journey system having a small tank. It cannot serve this area. It means if we have to extend the system, since we have good water at our source, we should have to build another reserve tank, which tank should be able to supply water to another extra villages that need the water. And if we do it, we shall be able to help the needy community that we need to serve. Thank you. That's good. Okay, let me stay down now. You can go around the school, I can explain. Just for example, as he's moving, rotating, you can see that is what we call Nyachumbo Secondary School, and they need water themselves. So these are the institutions that we have in our community that we need to serve. So if we can give them, or if we can build another tank, we shall be able to help everyone that needs the water. I think if we do it, the best way that we can help this community. Now, where we are standing, this is what we call the Nyachum 2 tank. This tank was used by the border scheme, but the border scheme collapsed 20 years ago. Up to now, it's not being used. But for us as car company, we think if we can bring water here, we can be able to give more 8 to 10 villages with clean, safe drinking water. The best strategy, if we are to bring water here, it means we need to bring our 75mm pipe. That is from our source, that's from the quarry, using a 75mm pipe up to this tank. Then we divide the water. We can put a 63T to feed the Kabole tank using a 63. And we can still maintain the Chaminyawande land system using 63. And the balance, since we are using a 75mm pipe up here to Nyachumbo tank, then we shall be able to feed Nyachumbo reserve tank, which is now currently empty, and now we can help other more needy villages that need clean, safe drinking water. We estimate this tank can still serve more than 8 to 10 villages that need water. I think we have coordinates who have been passing around because we have the Mushisho village, Tagata. We have the Nyachumbo 1, Nyachumbo 2. All those villages have no water. This goes to addition to other small villages that are neighbors to those villages that I've mentioned. I think if we can get fund and put water here, we shall be able to help the needy rural poor community that have no water. Steady. Name on 9. Kalongo flip. There is another strategy that we put forward to all we donors that who can help the poor really community. We need to build up another bigger reserve tanks that's on our main line from the source. And this reserve tank can be twice the 2 reserve tanks. The one that currently we are using, and this one where we are standing that we have not yet started using. That double tank can still help us to feed concurrently the 2 tanks. That's the Kabole tank and the Nyachumbo 2 tank. And I think what we are saying, if we can build that tank, it will help us to feed these 2 tanks, even when we have another surplus water in the reserve tank. And if that's done, we shall be able to help the Nyachumbo community. Our strategy here is to extend the water that currently we have to other 15 more villages that doesn't have water. I think people, they are now buying water, but where we are now, these villages doesn't have. Where we have reached, for them, they can access some water.
Yes, bomba sakamoto kolada la maete, erigise moto maete. Mabita sakamoto. Amete bundo mwitagao, tukaisa maete. Yes. Kama tunginya bake, beti mukaita maete. Tukaita maete. Pleni yatoleko, iri andareba letera maete, noku mwana tungo mwabusire. Explain more.
I think this is what the natives are saying. They're saying if we can get fun, they will be happy to enjoy the clean, safe drinking water, because they are also suffering. Like these ones were built long ago, 20 years ago, but the scheme collapsed. Now, for us, since we are in the system, we are developing a gravity system, a gravity water scheme. We think there's no need why we come again build no reserve tanks. These ones are still there. They are concrete reserve tanks. We can still use them and protect them with the community.
Yes.
Yeah, currently where we are standing, this is Kitagata Trading Center. It's a small trading center. It's a center that also lacks water. And we hope if we can connect Nyachum to the empty reserve tank with clean, safe drinking water, this town will also be one of the beneficiary towns with its neighbors. You can see the long stretch. All that stretch has no water. So we hope if we can put water in the Nyachum 2 empty tank, then we shall be able to supply a large section with clean, safe drinking water. I think we can
It has even a school that we can have.
Don't time to make a big clip. We are here in Kaha Trading Center, those center which has no water. It's the same center that we think if we put water in the empty reserve tank of Nyachum 2, it will be able to serve this trading center, including part of Nyakabale, Kawore, and the Rwenkuba villages. I think all these places need some clean, safe drinking water. Yeah. You rotate?